We are here with a brand new video full of science and mystery. Today, we will take a closer look at Albert Einstein, the man who unraveled the secrets of the universe and one of the most iconic figures of the 20th century. But this time, we won't focus on his scientific achievements, but rather on an incredible event that took place after his death: the theft of Einstein's brain. Yes, you heard that right. The brain of this legendary scientist mysteriously disappeared just hours after his death, and without anyone's permission. The veil of mystery behind this chilling event still hasn't been fully lifted. Who stole Einstein's brain and why? How did this unbelievable incident shake the scientific world to its core? And most importantly, did this theft really manage to unravel the mystery of genius? If you're ready, we're about to embark on an exciting journey into the labyrinth of one of the strangest scientific cases in history. Sit back and listen to this incredible story. Albert Einstein was not just a scientist, but also one of the iconic figures of the 20th century. Born in Germany in 1879, this brilliant mind developed theories that would forever change the way we perceive the world. With his theory of relativity, he upended everything we thought we knew about the workings of time, space, and the universe. With the equation E equals mc squared, he revealed that famous relationship between matter and energy. He shed light on the quantum nature of light and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work on the photoelectric effect. Einstein won hearts not only with his scientific genius, but also with his anti-war stance, commitment to humanitarian values, and humble lifestyle. He was a true figure of enlightenment who did not see science as merely formulas and theories, but embraced it as a means to understand the universe and serve humanity. On April 18, 1955, when he passed away at the age of 76, the world lost not just a scientist, but an idol and a source of inspiration. However, Einstein's death would bring with it not only his scientific legacy, but also a mind-boggling mystery. In accordance with his will, his body was cremated and his ashes were scattered in secret. But during his autopsy, Einstein's most precious treasure, his thinking machine, his brain, was quietly stolen without anyone knowing. This theft of his brain would not only astonish the scientific community, but also the entire world, marking the beginning of an incredible event that would ignite ethical debates. So who carried out this brain operation, and why did they attempt such a thing? The answer to these questions lies with the central figure of our story. It is hidden with Dr. Thomas Harvey, the head of the pathology department at Princeton Hospital. Assigned to perform the autopsy, Harvey acted entirely on his own, stepping outside standard procedures. He secretly removed Einstein's brain from his skull without obtaining the slightest permission from his family, the hospital administration, or any official authority. The motivation behind Dr. Harvey's sudden and controversial decision is still not entirely clear. However, the widely accepted view is that he acted with the idea of discovering the source of Einstein's extraordinary intelligence in the unique and special structure of his brain. In the 1950s, the scientific world had not yet fully unraveled the complexity of the brain and was eagerly investigating the connection between intelligence and brain anatomy. A brain belonging to a genius like Einstein could offer a unique research material to shed light on this mystery. Perhaps Harvey made this ethically questionable decision with determination, believing that he would make an unparalleled contribution to science and transform humanity's understanding of intelligence and consciousness. Some commentators believe that rather than scientific curiosity, Harvey may have also been motivated by personal ambition, a desire for fame, and a wish to go down in history. However, throughout his life, Dr. Harvey repeatedly denied these claims, emphasizing again and again that he acted solely with the intention of conducting scientific research. After the autopsy was completed, Einstein's body was cremated in accordance with his will and his ashes were secretly scattered. Dr. Harvey, on the other hand, set out on a long and mysterious journey with Einstein's brain, which he had taken with him. He meticulously divided the brain into pieces, He preserved them in special chemicals. He took photographs of it, and in the following years, he kept it almost obsessively in his laboratory, his office, and according to some rumors, even for a while in a beer fridge he carried with him. This extraordinary secret would continue to be hidden in Dr. Harvey's shadow for decades. This extraordinary secret would live in Dr. Harvey's shadow for decades, and when it finally came to light, it would astonish the world. The fact that Einstein's brain had been stolen inevitably came to light sooner or later. Einstein's son, Hans Albert Einstein, was deeply shocked and greatly disappointed when he learned that his father's brain had been removed during the autopsy. Although he was initially filled with anger after learning about Dr. Harvey's intention to conduct scientific research, he reluctantly allowed the brain to be preserved, but only under one condition. The research findings would only be shared in reputable scientific publications and would not create unnecessary sensationalism in the public. Thus, Einstein's brain set out on a complex journey, both scientifically and ethically. Dr. Harvey divided the brain into approximately 240 tiny pieces and, along with detailed letters he sent, distributed these pieces to distinguished neurologists, anatomists, and brain researchers around the world, requesting comprehensive examinations. Each part of the brain was meticulously processed using special staining techniques, examined in detail under high-resolution microscopes, photographed, and even three-dimensional models were created. As a result of this meticulous chain of research that lasted for years, some truly remarkable findings about Einstein's brain were indeed obtained. In a pioneering study published in the prestigious journal Experimental Neurology in 1985, it was suggested that the region of Einstein's brain known as the parietal lobe, which is closely associated with cognitive functions such as spatial reasoning, mathematical ability, and imagination, was approximately 15% larger than that of the average human brain. Subsequent detailed studies, especially those conducted throughout the 1990s and 2000s with the development of modern brain imaging technologies, revealed that the neuron density in Einstein's parietal lobe was higher than expected. The ratio of glial cells differed from the norm, and the complex folds that make up the brain, the sulci and gyri, displayed an unusually intricate and unique pattern. These findings created something of a wave of excitement in the scientific world and opened the door to various speculations that these structural differences in Einstein's brain might be linked to his extraordinary mental abilities, particularly his visual thinking skills, which he frequently used while developing the theory of relativity. However, scientists have repeatedly emphasized that the relationship between intelligence and brain structure is extremely complex and shaped by the interaction of numerous factors, and that the differences identified in Einstein's brain alone are insufficient to fully explain the secret of his genius. Because intelligence is not limited solely to the brain structure inherited through genetics. It is a multidimensional and difficult-to-understand phenomenon that emerges from the complex interplay of countless factors such as genetic predisposition, environmental influences, early education, nutritional habits, life experiences, and even individual motivation. Even though research on Einstein's brain continues to this day, the true secret of his genius is probably not found solely in the physical structure of his brain, but rather in the unique and unparalleled combination of all these genetic, environmental, and personal factors. The case of Einstein's brain being stolen brought with it not only scientific curiosity from the very beginning, but also deep and difficult-to-resolve ethical debates. Many people loudly expressed that Dr. Harvey's act of taking such action without explicit permission from Einstein's family and the relevant authorities was absolutely unacceptable from both a moral and legal standpoint. According to these criticisms, Harvey's controversial behavior clearly violated the most fundamental principle of patient rights, the principle of respect for the deceased, the right to privacy, and the most sacred scientific ethical rules. Einstein's own will explicitly stated that his body should be interfered with as little as possible and that he should not be objectified after his death. Harvey's secret operation meant disregarding Einstein's final wish and showing disrespect to his spiritual legacy. Moreover, some ethics experts strongly argued that even a lofty goal like scientific research can never justify such a blatant violation of personal rights and privacy, and that no matter how valuable scientific progress may be, it must always be conducted in parallel with universal ethical values and human rights. Yes, friends, we have explored the incredible journey of Einstein's brain together. So where do you think the ethical boundaries should be drawn in the name of science? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Time Travel with Selman and check out our other videos. See you in new content filled with science and history.